Hi, this is Linda with Cuppa and Cards. Grab your cuppa, grab your cards, and let's dive in. Today's video is the third in the series of New to Tarot. Now what do you do? And we are going to go over different methods of cleansing your cards. If you look at the previous videos that I have, the first one is about you're new to tarot and you just got your deck. What do you do? The second one is books about tarot. And this one is going to be about different ways of cleansing your cards. So the first thing we're going to do is talk about crystals. I'm going to move some of these things off to the side so we can talk about different ways to use crystals in your card, cleansing your cards. Selenite or clear quartz is one of the best ways to cleanse your cards. This is a very, very powerful crystal. You can pick these up in any of your metaphysical shops, your witchy shops, your crystal shops. This is a selenite wand that I picked up at a local store. And I love it. What I like to do personally is when I buy a deck, I take the packaging off and I put this on the deck overnight. Let it just breathe the energy in. Let it sink in overnight and cleanse this, because you don't know in the store who picked it up and what kind of energy they were carrying, or even the person who handled it when they picked it off of a shelf or packed it or during shipment or anything like that. So I always like to cleanse my card using this. Now I do cleanse my crystals under a full moon, and there are different ways that you can cleanse your crystals. You can put them in a window near a full moon, or put them on a tray, on a towel outside under a full moon, and I leave them all night until the next morning. Sometimes, depending on the type of crystal it is, I will even put them in some salt water and then clean the crystals, and then I use the salt water for magical things for later, sometimes a simmer pot, sometimes in the shower, because that is just full of energy. And you can use different crystals depending on what you want your deck to bring you. If you have a deck that you want to bring love, you might use a rose quartz. If you want it to bring, I brought this aventurine. If you want it to bring you money and financial success or luck, you might use aventurine. So there's different ways to do that with your decks. Another way that you can use crystals with your decks is called knocking. Now, there's always a lot of things you can do with knocking on your cards. If you already cleansed your cards and you're going to use them the next time, knock 3 times. Sometimes you can actually do it to all 4 corners. Knock to the east, knock to the west, knock to the north, knock to the south. And that is regarding east is air, south is fire, west is water, and north is earth. Besides knocking, you can actually use your crystal to knock 3 times to remove any bad energy and to wake the energy of the cards themselves. Knocking on your cards does a couple of things. It activates the cards. It basically wakes them up from their little slumber of being in their box. It's you saying, hey deck, come on, wake up. It's time. We're going to do a reading. Help me out. Let's get into this. Another thing about knocking 3 times is some say it is about past, present, and future. Each time you knock once for past, present, and future. And it's also superstition to clear the energy from the reading, from a past reading. Especially, you definitely want to clean your cards or clear your cards if someone else has handled your cards. Because again, these are taking on the energy of who held them or who touched them. So you want to make sure that your cards are all nice and ready for you and they're awake and ready to go. The next thing that I like to do is bells. I'm going to leave these out for a little bit. We'll move these off to the side. You can use bells. You can use chimes. You can use a tuning fork. anything like that you can use. But I made this. This is a mini altar broom that I use specifically for sweeping the energy away from my card. And the bells are supposed to be good for clearing the negative energy and inviting spirit in, or the divine. See, I even have my half moons on here. I have my aventurine and my amethyst and a couple of other crystals for grounding. And what I will do is I will take the deck and I will sweep the energy away, to send the bad energy away and invite spirit in. So that's another method that you can use to sweep it away. You can also use your hands. You can just knock and whisk the negative energy away. Knock, whisk that energy away. So that is another way. You can breathe on your cards. Breathe, almost kind of like giving them a mouth to mouth. You're breathing your air onto the cards. You're holding your cards, showing the intentions that you want with your cards. But before you do that, you want to make sure your hands are cleansed. Now you will say, how do I do that? Well, you can use the moon water. If you put some of your crystals in water, you can put water and salt together and make a mixture and put it outside under a full moon. And when you cleanse your cards, you can do that. You can use something called Florida water. And this is Appalachian Florida water. This was made by the Sister Witches Crafting Company in Thomas, West Virginia. And she is a witch, and she makes the best Florida water I have ever seen in the time I've been doing this. She makes it all of the fluid, all the liquids in here under a full moon. It actually sits for an entire month. It says here, we've taken the traditional Florida water recipe and added our Appalachian magic to it using ingredients forged locally and infused for one full lunar cycle, full moon charged, and set in the sun for a full day. And it has rose, lavender, orange peel, lemon peel, pine, basil, mint. I mean, all of these amazing, beautiful, natural plant essential oils that are so powerful, that help release negativity, cleanse your cards and hands. And all you have to do, I don't like to rip that. Here's what I do, is I literally take it, just tip my hand on it, and you can see there's just a slight ring there. And I cleanse my hands with it. It smells so heavenly with all of those fragrance, the pine, the rose. It is so beautiful, and you can see how it doesn't leave a residue. It is just so it's divine. It is literally, I can't say anything more about it other than it's divine. You may see other Florida waters in stores that literally look like, and forgive me for saying this, it looks like piss water. It looks like somebody peed in a jar. It is like a pale yellowish liquid. You don't see the fragrances in it. You don't see you just can't see the love and the magic that's in it. This is magic in a bottle. I just can't say enough good things about this. I will have a link below. She will ship things, I believe. You can call her, and I don't know if you can see it here. Well, I think because of the glare from the light, but you can see herbs and everything. It's just amazing, and the smell is just chef's kiss. It's just absolutely beautiful. But now what I'll do is, now that my cards are cleansed, my hands are cleansed, I will take the cards, I will hold them in my hand, I will fan them, I will rub my hands on them. I would just waken them up. Thank you, Spirit, for being here with us. give us a reading, show us what we need to know. It's just wonderful. And as you hold your cards, you know, think of all the things that you want them to tell you. Have a conversation with your cards. What is it you want to know? What is it that you're hoping this deck's going to tell you? This is the Spirit Song deck that I'm just using for an example. I love the artwork that's on these decks. I just want these for me. I'm just going to call to the cards and to call to the divine to say, you know, bring me into these cards and show me what it is that I need to know. Show me things that maybe I'm not seeing. These are just so lovely. And you can get lost in the artwork just looking at the detail. Okay, but this isn't about the cards. This is about cleansing your cards. So we've got crystals that we've used. We've got bells and sweeping. We've done knocking. We've done hands cleansing with Florida water, Appalachian Florida water. And this stuff is pure magic. The last thing that I will use is incense. So there's a variety of different incense that you can use. Of course, the smoke goes to air. The abalone shell goes to earth. Sometimes you can use a feather to fan the air. That goes towards another element. With Palo Santo, which is an extremely powerful incense, this is actually a piece of wood. It doesn't burn like an incense. I've used this piece, gosh, every day for a while now. I think one stick lasts me a long time. But I will take this and I will wave it around my cards. I will wave it around my hands. I will invite spirit to cleanse the negativity, open my mind. I will wrap it around my head to bring in the divine. And then I leave it in my shell. Now, don't throw away the ash that's in here. You can take this ash and mix it with salt to make black salt to use in your candle magic. So that's all I have today, is all these different methods for cleansing your cards. I'll go over these again. We have crystals that you can leave in the moonlight, either in a window or take outside. Different crystals for knocking on your cards or placing on your cards to give them the energy that you're looking for. You can use your sweeping method with your hands. You can use a knocking method if you like. You can use a sweeping method with maybe a mini altar broom somewhere. Bells, tuning forks. Don't forget your magic Appalachian Florida water to cleanse your hands, or incense and essential oils. So here's the incense. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. There's also 4 Facebook groups that I'm going to be posting this on. They are worldwide. We have hundreds of members. If you have any questions, please join one of those groups or all the groups. And you can ask as many questions as you like. We have people there from beginners to professionals that are reading and can help you with anything that you have. Again, don't forget, there will be a link down below for the Appalachian Florida water from Sister Witch's Crafting Company in Davis, West Virginia, which again, oh, this smells so good. I wish this had smell-o-vision because this is just amazing. And I hope you guys enjoy your day. Have a wonderful and magical day. And I hope you have another cuppa. I'm going to go downstairs. My tea is brewing right now. I'll talk with you later. Thank you for stopping by.